everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have an offense that keeps itself on the field. The Vikings are top 10 in converting third down opportunities, and they'll be up against the Falcons defense looking to knock that conversion rate down.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Shift together here from the D-line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got room. They'll halt play here for an injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. Steps away. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Wilson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. And now with the play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Third and long. It's Wilson. It's caught. Jones. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this belongs to the Vikings. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Operating from the gun. Cohen. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Cohen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go again with Muhammad. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Sanu with a grab over the middle, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in.
So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. To throw on 2nd down, Cohen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Here we go.
From the gun, Cohen. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Now Wilson on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw again is Wilson. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Now let's go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough job to contain them.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Detroit! Back there in Philly. Here we go.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So out come the Falcons now. trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On third down, Wilson. He's got Sanu. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area. So no grounding call.
Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 38-yard line. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Wilson will throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hodges. 18 yards there and a first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Fresh set of downs here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Cohen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
This is caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 1st down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this belongs to the Vikings. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
And tough starting field position here. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw on second down. Cohen. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
On third down. That's Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Wilson now looking to throw on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now it's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And they will line up now for the two-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on first down. Cohen. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Off the play fake. Cohen. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back to throw. Cohen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 14 yards that time for number 14. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Back in Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They run it again with Cook. And some room to work. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Now a give running right. It's Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Cohen under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Grady Jarrett. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Play action. Now Wilson. Looking downfield for Joe. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Cook, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cohen. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
On 1st down, Cohen out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
On 1st and 10, Cohen. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. Over.
Left side, Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Hurry up, here we go.
They run again on 1st down, Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 21-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
advantage, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Vikings going up against the Bears.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And a flag out right away, and I believe our day will begin with a 1st and 15. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And his first pass is incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Detroit! Here we go now. Leopard!
Here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Eluding, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Linval Joseph. to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Off play action. Cohen being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion. Throwing again. Cohen. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Cohen. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Cohen. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 23 yards on the play. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
On 1st down, Cohen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Elliott now to kick this one away. It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go.
Handoff comes to Cook. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Cohen. Now he's forced out left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, first and goal. Operating from the gun, Cohen. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. Now Damian Williams to return it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
This is Howard on second down. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Now let's go.
And the wideout in motion.
Green 39.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. On 1st and 10, Cohen. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
From the gun, Cohen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cohen. And he comes back with one complete. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Looking to throw. Cohen. Forced out to his left. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep, Marcus Wheaton. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with Ryan Quigley on now to kick this one away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Watch him now, Barney.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now it's Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and run with a fullback Johnson. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Over the middle here to Brown. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense, so you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. Man open left side is Brown. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Play action. Now Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Linval Joseph able to drop it for a loss of 12. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And they'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out comes Minnesota. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Throwing on first down. Cohen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A give to Howard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They go play action. Trubisky out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now it's Trubisky. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Cohen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, Trubisky trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They run. Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A toss to Cook. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that, because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of 3, second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast, game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hurry up, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch it now, Barney. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Philly Brown, the man in motion left. Now Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. From the gun, Cohen. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Akeem Hicks in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Danny Trevathan in there to drop him. And back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Ryan Quigley now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Final minute now of the third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, this is Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Cohen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Let's go. Blue landed.
To throw again, Cohen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing. Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Leopard. Now let's go. Blue. No. Check. Patriot. Check 3. Gun.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He leaves this one for Howard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green.
Now Trubisky to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Leopard. All right, here we go. Gun.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Detroit. Hurry up, here we go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Set. Green 39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he locates Wheaton complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue leopard.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Gun. Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Bears on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Set. Green, 30. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Leopard. Detroit.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Cook able to escape. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a run with Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. All right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go. Now the offense getting set here in pretty good shape. First and goal from the 5. Out of the gun, Newton. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Anthony Barr in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He'll look to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 6-yard line. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Well, you know me pretty well now. You know what I want to do after that completed pass. 4th down, down by 3. What do I want to do here?
You want to go for it. You might be tempted. I think they need to kick it.
Yeah, someone might have to overrule me. Get the kicker out there, tie this game up.
Nice job. Congratulations, defeating the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. Now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gonzalez. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
They'll look to throw. They set up the screened LT. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Flush to his right, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They run with LT, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go.
Time running out here on the play clock. They're going to look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Julius Thomas from 6 yards away. And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time. Here come the Vikings now as they get set on 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take, and got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. For first down and 10 as the Monarchs get ready to go on offense. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Oh, he's going to take it, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry for the five-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but closed there quickly at the end. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 29. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they've got it here with a first down.
Let's go!
They'll try the left side with LT. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Too Tall Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. More from Minneapolis after this. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
It's a gain of 5 on the play. From the gun, here's Newton. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Newton on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On second down now, Campbell. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. Now Newton. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down, it's Tomlinson. A big hit. Knocked down sideways right around the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He'll drop to throw. Green with a catch left side. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On first down, Campbell tried to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So that does it. Put this one in the books. A successful Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. See you next time. And the offense readies for a first down and 10.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. All right, nice job. I believe that is challenge met and defeated from where I sit. Congratulations. Good job on this Madden Ultimate Team. And here come the Express as they get ready on 1st and 10. From the 50, Newton. The right side, that's complete to Clark. And touchdown! A big play there. 50 yards. Nice job. Congratulations defeating the Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge. All right, your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It is indeed the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Not the results you wanted, but the good news, practice makes perfect. We'll see you again right here on the Madden Ultimate Team Solo. Here come the Vikings now as they get set on 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal. Well, unfortunately, not the result that you were looking for, but the... And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he's got a man complete. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Gonzalez. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Too bad. Can't win them all, though. Come back, try again. Thanks for playing the Madden Ultimate Team. Here come the Vikings now as they get set on 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let it fly. And, this is taken in. It's complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this isn't going to get there. It's no good. Didn't get enough leg on it. Not what you'd expect from an NFL kicker. And it's going to... And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just... So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. There are no flags. He's into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And an amazing return wins it in OT. And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time.